Yeah, we've been speaking with diplomats from around the world, mostly former diplomats, and the consensus is that everybody is breathing a sigh of relief that it's going to be Joe Biden in the White House and not Donald Trump. Now, that's because Joe Biden has signaled some really positive policy moves, especially when Europeans are concerned. He said that he's going to go back to the World Health Organization that President Trump quit. He said that he's going to join the Paris Climate Accord that President Trump also quit. Those are two really significant developments, and they really signal that Joe Biden wants to work with international institutions and the U.S. allies that rely on those international institutions. But at the same time, a lot of diplomats, Allison, they're saying that they're expecting a change to be as much about style as it is about substance. And that's because with Joe Biden, they're expecting a more respectful, a more reflexive government from the United States and a foreign policy that really listens to U.S. allies and doesn't change so drastically without warning. But at the same time, they're not really expecting to just go back to the way it was by snapping their fingers. That's partly because things weren't necessarily all that great between the United States and especially Europe before Donald Trump became president. There were a lot of outstanding issues, and the real fissures developed under the George W. Bush administration with the U.S. invasion of Iraq. After that, a lot of those policies continued, and it doesn't seem as though Joe Biden is necessarily going to mark a massive change in policy, especially when it comes to things like mutual defense under NATO. That's a big issue. It was a big issue for Donald Trump. He wants European governments to spend more on their defense capabilities, and also trade issues. So a lot of these things, there's not a lot of expectation among European diplomats that they're going to be able to go back on this, partly because Donald Trump has shown, if nothing else in this election, that Trumpism, that right-wing populism that a lot of European countries also see in their countries, that Trumpism is just boiling below the surface, and it's not going away anytime soon.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.